Scott Russell, Two Free Scott, and the Global Freedom Movement. This is the Daily Hot, and it's all about the Brazil and the unrest in Brazil. There's the potential for civil war here, and what we're finding is, in my limited understanding, is the globalists are throwing elections, and you'll see video on here of people with ballots that they're box stuffing with the ballots, and it's a corrupt election. If you looked at the election before, before the election, if you looked at Bolsonaro, he was massively popular. And all of a sudden, this Luna, which nobody's ever really even heard of or cared about, sweeps in and takes over. And it's corrupt. It's, in my opinion, something doesn't smell right. So, but take the lesson away here. We're looking at midterms coming here in the US. Why would it be any different? Why would it be any different to the last election? Why would it be any different to what we just saw in Brazil? I think what we're understanding here is free and fair elections are a thing of the past. And what's to happen with that, God only knows. But the globalists, the World Economic Forum, have an agenda. They are taking over the world. And the US of A, Brazil are major players in that they do not want to see fall back into the hands of nationalism. They're trying to break the nationalism to make globalism. USA, God be with you.
This is not the Dutch farmers in the Netherlands, but farmers and truckers in Brazil just now.
Travou, passa ninguém.
Truckers are blocking roads throughout the country. It's chaotic when things are developing quickly in Brazil. Road between Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo is blocked. Road from Brazil to Paraguay is also blocked. The main food distribution center in Brazil is on fire. There were reported incidents of food looting, and security forces are being deployed to the area. Truckers are now blocking roads to army units, asking them to take over the country. Protesters also gather in front of an infantry division in NATO. A large group is also protesting in front of the military headquarters in Sao Paulo, while massive protesters are also taking the streets demanding the armed forces to be activated, and a mega demonstration is also scheduled for November the 2nd in front of the Brazilian army barracks. According to protesters, the armed forces in April met with them and shown some degree of support. The police forces in some places are also starting to join the truck drivers.
Isso não pode, né?
More and more evidence were found, especially in poor districts in the country, and the Brazilian people do not put up with this. This is journalists of the largest media group in Brazil named Globo. They were caught celebrating the victory of Lula. It's very similar to the USA. The Sao Paulo International Airport has reportedly been blocked by protesters. This is the largest and most important airport in the country, and the main roads to the airport are also blocked. Reports of at least 4 flights were cancelled, 1 flight from United Airlines and 3 from LATAM. The temperature in Curitiba, Brazil dropped below 10 degrees Celsius, but large number of protesters face cold and rain to take the streets. More and more people have came out, including the elderly. So it's clear that Brazilians don't want to live in socialist country, and protests are spreading across the country, taking millions of citizens to the streets. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later.